A girl one or a boy one? When a boy walked into an elementary school carrying a Bushmaster and 2 handguns, he found himself in a first-grade class full of 6-year-old girls and boys. And what he did in Sandy Hook will never leave my mind. Last spring, a perfect spring day, a baby bird fell from the date tree of my Amo's back garden. Cousin Alia rushed to pick it from the ground, then the mother bird, no bigger than a fist, attacked Alia, screeching and diving into her body over and over. Its pitch so high, so fierce, it was the Sandy Hook mother, rushing to pick her kids up from the school. Her 9-year-old mate came out alive, but she couldn't find the 6-year-old she'd left constructing in his class until the morgue asked her to identify his body. Bullets ripped them beyond recognition. They ripped her beyond recognition. And the 9-year-old mate? How do you grow a boy child? A girl? Maha says her mother is the reason she can fly. Her family nearly broken when her brother was kidnapped off the street. Neighbor boys came shouting, "There's a woman in a car there, just there. Boys are wearing masks." Maha's mother ran, searching for her son, only his books left on their Baghdad street. Waiting for a note, a demand for ransom, they started collecting money, selling gold, waiting for a call that never came. So if not money, then what? The family frayed month after month when they were told he was found in the kitchen of his friend, tied up, beaten, starved in this kitchen where he'd eaten after school, where this friend's mother fed him as a son. There was no why, no sunnah, no shia, no why. Only now her brother home but broken. Instead of holding tighter, Maha's mother pushes her to fly. How do we grow this boy? This girl? Dahlia knows everything, top of her class. Her parents moved house to find a corner of Iraq they could raise her safe, give her an education that is valuable. But Dahlia is smart, too smart. Her mind invents, dreams in robotics. An offer for an internship in Beirut, her parents said no. Another offer for a master's in America, her parents said no. Opportunities follow Dahlia wherever she goes, but she doesn't go anywhere. And nothing is invented in Iraq, she says. Not anymore. What's Dahlia gonna do? People will talk. If she leaves Iraq for one summer, one internship, the whole town will talk unmarriageable. It's not her going, it's her returning, changed. She would never be accepted, and her parents will have failed. What's Dahlia gonna do? She's already changed. She keeps her head down at work, at school, both jobs. Because if her brains or her words anger or instigate, all it takes is one word to ruin her. As a girl, I mean. Ruin her. Even at home, uncles. It only takes an accusation. Her parents say they trust her, but they're gonna keep her home. Michelle! Michelle goes everywhere! The grocery store is like an amusement park. Things taste good again. It would take a freight train to keep her from a football game. See, not even a decade underground could ruin her. What's Michelle gonna do? Does she even know yet? Walking hand in hand with her best friend and relearning how to drive, so nothing can stop her from going anywhere ever again. Michelle says she knows. She's meant for something more than 11 years, chained in the home of a Cleveland bus driver, raped and beaten so often she birthed 5 dead babies. 11 years ago, her mother labeled her a runaway, then walked away. The community stopped looking, pulled down posters with her picture. How could they not know the day she was kidnapped, she was on her way to fight for custody of her 2-year-old boy? Joey is now 13. Was he told his mother ran away? Does Joey get to know he is what kept his mom alive? Who grew this boy? This girl. When I think of who Malala is, I think of who her parents are, pushing her to be herself in a place so unlike herself. Her life in their brave hands countless times until the same bullet ripped her father open with regrets. Now, shouldn't he have kept her safe? Curbed her dreams? Or did you find there was no earthly way he could keep a child from who they are? How do I grow my child? My girl one. My boy one. The girl one whom authority cannot touch. The boy one so sweet. When he says he's sorry, he has to stroke your cheek. It's the first day of school. My girl is 4, off in her uniform, feeling tall, and she is the tallest in her class. Now, who is this girl? Towering this way, hitting life at a powerful stride, demanding to be understood. She pushes me between possibility and protection, forcing me to wrestle down the violence of the world when I'm looking at the drive in her eyes. On her first day of school, already she's talking about how the world is unfair and why. When am I going to be a teenager? This 4-year-old asks me. Even Dora goes everywhere alone. I don't know what to say. She adds that to her diary of life's injustices, the things she's ready for but cannot have, to swim in the deep end, walk a city street alone, and I want to explode my arms around her. I want to keep her diary until she's old enough to write like Malala, her list of what was taken, her innate knowledge of what was possible. Not even an attempt to shoot the brains out of her head could make her forget who she was. Or Michelle, carrying that decade of drawings made in the Cleveland house so the son she was ripped from would know past doubt that he was loved. Or Francine, now the Sandy Hook mother, her former self a shadow to the figure who stands in the president's shoes demanding we face up to our violence. What if every Iraqi mother were given a chance to speak about their children? There's not one street in Iraq without a Sandy Hook mother or more. How carefully Abbas, now flooded with work, washes the bodies of the dead. Beginning on the right side, then the left, washing each 3 times. First camphor, then musk, then wrapping the keffin. It takes over an hour to help each pass to the afterlife. Each time I wrap my daughter in my arms, I think of the hours it takes to help her pass through life. From far under her blanket, Safia whispers, "This is a security drill, Mommy. Come in quick." My 4-year-old learning to hide in the corner of her classroom with the lights off. Shh. She says magically, "Can't let anyone outside hear you." They're teaching silence now in case killers come to school. I wonder, is survival silent? I keep hearing the mother bird in my Amos date garden shrieking and diving into my cousin Alia's body over and over as she tries to help this fledgling find her flight. As a mother, I would do the same. It's biological, not brave. The mother bird attacks so hard, Alia drops the fledgling from her hands. Then I watch my Safia step into the real situation, the cat we didn't see, ready to eat, or like they do, ready just to kill for fun. Its concentration fierce, its eyes expanding, and my daughter diving under bushes in pursuit in places so small I cannot reach. Safia puts her whole body between this cat and this bird, begins to reason with the cat, demanding the baby bird deserves to live. I watch fiercely. Then I give her space. You don't need to teach a bird to fly.